Alright guys, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be looking at some of the IP settings here for the Toshiba machine, so we know the difference between DHCP and static IPs. Alright, the first thing we're doing is we are remoting into the machine with its IP address that it has pulled off from the router. We will log into the system. This is, as always, admin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll get us logged in. Alright, now we're going to look at the administration tab underneath setup network. So now underneath our network tab we have our TCP IP. Now we can look here, we'll see that speed is auto, address mode is dynamic, obtain the domain name automatically is fine to be enabled. We have the host name inside here showing us. This right here can be anything that you want it to be. It's just the host name of the equipment. Shows us the current IP address, and since we're on dynamic, we know that that address will be changing as the lease expires to the router. Therefore, in order to get our printing to print properly, we're going to print to the name. And in doing so, we're going to look underneath our SMB session right here. We open up our SMB session and this net BIOS name right here. So our net BIOS is what we're looking for. This is what you can name anything you need to name it. You can name it admin Toshiba. You can name it anything you'd like to name it. Just keep it simple. If you have multiple machines, then you have to add the extension to it. And then such as if you had multiple 5560s, and you could add a 5561, and then you would have 5562. Just some kind of unique identifier on the end there that will let you know which one's what. You could name it floor 1. You could name it anything you'd like to name it, really, just as long as it makes sense to you as you go throughout the install. Just keep it simple. Always remember that. Once that's saved, always make sure you hit the save up here. You hit OK. That way you're going to get make sure all those settings go into place. So that is the first step in making sure that your machine is set up properly for SMB name printing using DHCP IP schemes.